right, Mopar people, welcome back to the channel. I'm just Mopar Joe. This will be my formal 512 nitrous video here. Before I show you what happened at the racetrack, I wanted to update you on my new fuel system. So here's that stuff now. How about we play catch up real quick? Fuel cell's mounted. Got a -8 line running from there out and up to here. And I know that's gonna scare some people out there and say this pump's not gonna pull that. If this tank starts off full and that pump's not pulling that, I will be totally amazed. But what's gonna happen is when the car accelerates forward, it's gonna push the fuel to that pump easily, but the pump's gonna be fine. All that's fine. I'm gonna screw my little gauge in here just for now. That was my old Holly deadhead style regulator that was working super well and is already set. Out of there, go to a line. The line rolls up, hits my small filter here, pre the nitrous solenoid. I got a goofy little line that turns back. So this is the coat of many colored AN fittings here. So I can fix that later, but at least now my nitrous will have its own dedicated fuel source. And Michael Yielding got me this 120 or 123 octane to pour in for my nitrous. Let's go. So here's how simple the Nitrous Express Maximizer EZ is. You just plug it in place of your old relay for your nitrous kit. I got a piece of heat shrink on there. I'm gonna shrink up in a minute, and then you get a little dial. And right now it looks like it's on 1 second. So all it ramps it in from 20% to 100% in that amount of seconds. You can go up to 4.5. So for our video here, I'm gonna put it on 4. And I'm going to, I got my fuel solenoid unplugged over there, so it's not pumping fuel in my engine, but the nitrous will just go into the atmosphere and be fine. I got the bottle on back there so we can watch. You'll be able to probably hear it clicking. It will click, 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 click real quick up until it gets to full percentage. So you hear old noisy fuel pump over there. It's not going to flow in because I have my connector unplugged here. But when I click my switch, we should start seeing nitrous or hearing it. Let me get you where you kind of see both. That's it. Trying the nitrous was actually new to me at No Name Nationals this year, 2024. And I did have a call out race with Shane Polito. You'll see the first 1 out of 3 in this video series. We're in this video right now. He's actually gracious enough to come out and race with me once I get my car sorted out. So let's go into pass number 1 with the nitrous. If you'll remember, I have the EZ Maximizer that I showed you in that video. I set it to 1 second and we tried a simple 100 shot. So my best pass previously was a 639 with an 8. And here's this pass, and I'll show you.
This is just Mopar Joe. I was hoping to get the race Joe to lose in the final. Oh, that didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Here are my results from that run on the right-hand side. You'll see my previous ticket with that 639 with an 8. So just go down 60 foot. I went to a 138. So the EZ Maximizer ramps it in from 20%. So I basically left with a 20 shot. So that little bit did pick up my 60 foot, 330 picked up. 8th mile, I went a 620 at 110 mile per hour. So that was pretty exciting. Felt nice in the car for sure. So basically picked up 2 straight tenths and 3.5 mile per hour at the 8th. So all that looks great. Let's go to pass number 2. My second pass is the actual race that I had with Shane Polito. And he gave me plenty of time to prepare, whatever. He ran in the 10.5 class. And we've been talking about the race for a while now, several weeks. I just haven't been able to try the nitrous on my car. We ran out of time at Centerville a while back. So Drew tells me to go big or go home. So we put 250 in it. 250 shot. And I set my EZ Maximizer to 3.5 seconds. So right out of the gate, I would have 20% of 250, which is a 50 shot right off the line, and then it would ramp it in to the full 250 down track. So all that sounded exciting to me. I didn't want to turn it to 0 because I had no idea if the car would break the tires loose, whatever. And you can kind of see what happens here.
Joe really just didn't stand a chance there after Shane dropped the loud pedal.
There's that run on the right. You can see that basically everything is down all the way through. I almost ran the exact same ET as I did naturally aspirated on the left-hand side. So remember, this was my original ticket. Here's that 100 shot. This is the 250 ramped in at 3.5 seconds. It blew straight through the converter and did not ever turn off the shift light inside the car. I don't have a converter designed for that much nitrous, but I thought I'd try it anyway and see what happened. Basically, when I shifted to third, I watched the tach because it didn't feel, I could tell the car wasn't moving as quickly as previously, but you know, we had a call out race and I wanted to run it. So I think it pegged out at like 6,800 or 6,700 and it just stuck there. So there was no more climbing. The car's just screaming going down the track. I didn't even turn on my GoPro. So yeah, good job, Shane. I know he went into the 5s. He showed me his ticket, but I don't want to show, or rather, I don't know if I have permission to show that time or not. So we're going to race again, but on my third pass and final nitrous pass of the day, I put in, try to be a little more conservative. Let's go down to a 150 shot. Did the 150 shot, ramp it in at 1 second, just like I did the first pass. And I'm trying to slowly step it up to see kind of the threshold of my converter and car combination. Here's that pass. And here's that pass on the right. That is currently my personal best in the car with the 512 right now. So 138 60 foot. You can see that it was just slightly better than that 100 shot. 397 330 versus 399. And then 616 at 112 instead of the 620 at 110. So above the naturally aspirated pass, it looks like I picked up about 5 miles per hour, 107 to 112 there on the corner. And my 60 foot went from a 141 just down to a 138. So I've got about, I think, a 5 to 5,200 stall right now in the car. And it flashes and the car moves and leaves and reacts. And it's wonderful. I really don't want to mess with that converter because I have some pretty decent reaction times sometimes. So I may leave it alone. It's fun to play with the nitrous stuff. Next time I may just go ahead and turn it down to 0 and see what happens. But that was my best pass of the basically ever. So that 616 at 112. And you can compare that to a lot of other people's 60 foot out there. That the 60 may be a little bit soft. Y'all can let me know in the comments. But my buddy Ross at RT211 Racing, he gave me all the stats for the days, or that day's air density and water grains and stuff. And he said it was absolutely terrible. So if I'd been there 2 weeks prior when we had that cold front, I probably could have touched 590s, but coulda, woulda, shoulda. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching and follow along with the Barracuda Dragcar series. I've got a playlist I can put somewhere up here for you. if you want to go all the way back to when I first got the car and see its progression and all the times I got to go racing. But anyway, special thanks to a lot of people out there. Ross, Slant Daily Garage, Shane Polito, Drew and my whole pit crew, Rodney Bird. Where's Cope at? Is he back there somewhere? There he is. John Cope and everybody else at the No Name Nationals 2024. I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch you next time.